around and show you where I am. These are the reeds that they build the floating islands with. And the floating islands, we were just out on them. This is up on Lake Titicaca itself. How spectacular is this? So let's go upstairs and I'll just give you a little, I know 99% of people will watch this after the fact, but I thought I'd do a quick YouTube live here, everybody. Oh, they can't quite see it. Here we go. There you go. Hi, everybody. I didn't even send a message out. So there is the city of Puno. If you're wondering if I'm in Peru or Canada, there's the Peruvian flag. And we're out on the uros. 1100 years ago, people built homes on islands out here in Lake Titicaca. And they're still here today. It is just a remarkable place to come. 3,800 meters. Hi! 3,800 meters above sea level. And that is 13,500 feet. So it's just, now I've been lucky enough in my life to be here quite a few times, but it's always a treat to come back. There's the floating islands, 120 of them. People live out there. The fellow we have as our guide today actually goes home to the islands as well. They speak aymara first, and then they speak Quechua, of course. Hi there. And then they speak, of course, yeah. What do we got? Oh, are they cutting over there? Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah, so there's a little boat in the reeds. Literally, it's just the start of the rainy season. This is the best time to come because it's not too busy here, not too hot. You need sunscreen. But they're cutting the reeds. So you can see a bit of this ground here, but the middle of the lake is nearly 300 meters deep. So they cut them in these canals, they float them out, and they tie them together to build their homes. So it is just a remarkable thing to see. So another boat's going to pass us in a minute. So it is a sight. So there is the city of Puno, and this is Puno province. This is one area of Peru where they speak aymara. Aymara is spoken by about 1.7 million people. So one of those quite rare indigenous languages in the Americas that are spoken by more than 1 million, which is wonderful. And then Quechua, of course. So another, hola, another boat going out. I had to zoom on there. Going out, but it's just lovely. So this time of year, you see Peruvians traveling here and South Americans. We're looking straight south now. If we were to drive that way, drive for about an hour and a half, and we would get to the Bolivian border, and then Copacabana. And then from there, it's about 2 hours on to La Paz. So this is the Great Altiplano, or High Plain, the land of the Aymara people. And then here in Puno is where they meet the Quechua people. So the Puno City Hall literally has 3 languages: Aymara, Spanish, and Quechua. It's just incredible. So you get down there to Copacabana or out in the lake further. It's a big lake. Of course, this is a closed ecosystem, this lake. What I mean by that is the water drains down to another lake in Bolivia, turns around, comes back up, and then it evaporates. And then after it has evaporated, then it will come down during the rainy season. And yesterday, we drove up for hours and hours from Colca Canyon, and we saw snow in the mountains, which was just a fantastic thing to see as well. It's warm and beautiful now, and I promise you, everyone, I'm covered in zinc. That's why you see the white in my beard. But I'm covered in zinc because the sun is so sharp this high up. So hats on, and we say they are a hat culture and a long hair culture here, which is just so fantastic. So yeah, floating islands out there. You drive around all the way to the other side of Lake Titicaca, then you can get up to the highest city in the world, La Rinconada, which I have been to. Amazing experience. And I am very sorry I haven't been doing more live tours. As you know, those who follow me, I've literally been traveling the world. But Peru has a very special place in my heart because I lived here. The island, they just gave me this. That's a new one. Hello, YouTube. So please do. I see that our YouTube page does keep growing. So that's nice. I just put up those shorts. And I've been putting up little videos, of course, on Facebook every day. But so nice to have everyone here. So we're coming back in towards Puno. The big white building in the distance there is actually a government military building. And you see the reflections of the clouds. Just everything is picturesque. Oh, we're going to see another area they're cutting just coming up here. All right. I'm just going to walk in front for 1 second, everyone. Sorry. So there's a boat that's just wedged in right here against the reeds. And they're, excuse me. And they're just literally cutting these reeds right down to the roots to take them out. They cut them up, and then they go out and they tie them together, and that's how they build their islands to live on. But just let it sink in. They've been living there for 1,100 years. The language group goes back 3,700 years. Yeah. So this is, and they have an oath that, what was it? Oh, there's someone else doing it behind us too. So be honest. What are the 3 points? Be honest.
Be honest.
Don't lie. Oh, don't steal. Yeah, don't lie, don't steal, and don't be lazy. That's just incredible. So Aymara culture is something that has fascinated me ever since I first encountered it, because it's one of the great highland cultures. You know, La Paz, Bolivia is the highest capital city in the world. The airport's at 4,000 meters. But there is lovely Puno in the distance, about 200,000. And this is the folkloric capital of Peru as well. So there's just a million things. I'm also here downstairs with my friend Elizabeth. So if you need a tour, in case you're still there, in case you can still see me, peace and love from Lake Titicaca, one of the most interesting places in the whole wide world. So anyway, I'll give you one more view and we'll call it a day.